Okay, you guys, we are going live from Xenia, Ohio, Vintage Market Days. This is a 3-day event. This is our last tour before we go home. We've been doing the Great Junk Hunt all the way up the West Coast, and we've done 5 there and jumped over to Indianapolis and did a great show. That was wonderful. Thanks for everybody for coming out to that one too. And now we are at Xenia, Ohio. It's about 45 minutes north of Cincinnati. And this is a very long established vintage market days. There's a big following here. The vendors are awesome. We're at the Greene County Fairgrounds, right, John? John's here helping me kind of make sure I know where I am and all that stuff. He keeps me on track. Anyway, this is a great show. I'm going to turn it around and we're going to hit a couple buildings. There's 4 buildings full of vendors, and so I'm not going to be able to give you a tour of all of them, but I'm going to show you how it's set up. It's pretty cool. So the Greene County Fairgrounds has this cool little area in the middle, and then the buildings kind of surround it. So we are in building 3, and Betsy's Boutique is the sponsor of our building. So they have different vendors that sponsor the buildings and get a little extra advertising. In the center, there's lots of picnic tables. There's going to be a DJ. Where's he at? Over here. So they got live music in one of the buildings, as well as a DJ that'll be playing music out here. I guess he's kind of fun and entertaining to watch. Building 1, building 2, and building 3, and then surrounded by lots of food trucks. And then they also have a pretty cool thing Vintage Market Days does, where you can drop your products or your items that you've purchased, kind of like at a coat check building, and you leave it there and you can shop, and then you can pick it up before you leave. They also have a pretty good system for purchasing bigs, so we don't have to worry about that, thank God. That's one less thing we were
certainly want to try that kettle corn right here, Jules.
John says kettle corn. We are definitely going to be in line for that. He's getting it going. And we are tired, but we are energized by the excitement of the people buying our artwork. And so we've been having a great time. We've enjoyed this tour, but we're ready to go home. I'm going to take you through a couple of buildings just to kind of give you an idea of what it is. Vintage Market Days does something a little different than the Junk Hunt. It's curated, of course. You have to apply, you have to get in, but they also allow reproduction items, and they also allow European imports, but what they do is limit that, right? So yeah, if you sell reproduction, that's okay, but they only allow so many vendors that do that. And so
yeah, a certain percentage.
Yeah, a certain percentage. So obviously this is a beautiful little garden type booth, and she sells some cement planters. These look like authentic. And then she's got some new ones over here. So kind of cool booth. Vintage art. Look at this gallery wall I wanted to show you. This is kind of what people are doing with the vintage art. And then they hang some, she got a cool vintage straw hats, some vintage artwork, antique, like old brushes, paint brushes, a little dustpan. How cool is that? Look at her chair. It's full of moss. Very creative. Beautiful booth. Okay, then you come in and they have it kind of, you know what, if you took Market for Makers and Market for Makers had a baby with the Great Junk Hunt, this would be Vintage Market Days. That's basically what it is. You got a lot of makers here. Somebody that does jewelry. Please, just go. And then candles. Looks like, I'll just give you the names of some of the businesses that are here. We got John. Stay away. Don't look over here, John. Don't look over here, John.
Came in the door back there.
You what? You saw him loading in?
I saw them.
Some neat woodworking and signs. Oh, were these guys at Indianapolis? Let me see. I think they were. I think they were across from us. Hi, you guys. There's the little puggle. I remember you guys. You were our neighbors at Indianapolis. We haven't got to meet yet formally, but I'll be back someday and meet you. So good luck this weekend, you guys. Okay, it looks like some barrel, really classy looking. Look at this, what they make. Really cool bar accessories, wine holders out of beer stick, and they do the wine cork tables. Really neat, creative artists. We have candles. Look at these neat candles. How cool are those? So when you come to a vintage market days, you get a little bit of everything. I mean, if you're not into antiques, that's okay. There's other stuff here. If you want to get some ideas for decorating your porch this spring, you can get it here. If you need some clothes, you can get it here. Looks like they got some metal art. Let's see what this is. And then they got a commercial. This person's probably helping sponsor, so they do some different types of, I don't really know what that booth is. Sorry. Repurposed furniture. She does some stenciling and stuff on her furniture. It's very pretty. Really cool look. She's very talented. Really cool. Very pretty. Good luck this weekend. Look at these. Cool. Got some vintage furniture mixed in with some imports, mixed in with some handmade things. This looks like food. They've got coolers. I don't know what it is for sure. Everybody's getting ready. We open at 9 for the early bird shoppers. And John, what are the hours? Do you remember this weekend?
9 to 4.
9 to 4, Friday and Saturday.
Correct.
And then Sunday is 10 to 3. 10 to 3. Yeah.
But
There's somebody that does some quilting.
First hour is VIP, and I think those tickets are sold out today.
Oh, I remember her. I remember this lady. I'm trying to think. What a cutie. What show did we meet this lady? We've met her before. She does some quilting. Okay, I'm going to take you over to our booth and the building we're in, number 3. And then we're going to call it good, and we're headed home. We're headed back to Kentucky. Grace has been doing a good job keeping the houses taken care of and checking on the kitties. And she's been framing. And I think this weekend she set up at an antique show. And do you remember where Grace is this weekend? Indiana, some kind of big antique show there.
We did see her there.
Yeah. So she's busy this weekend too. Okay, I really like this. This is a neat little idea. And you do hand-painted art for your kids. So you get the kit, the paint, the sign, created in the image of God, fearfully and wonderfully made, and then you put your kids' palm prints, hand prints on there. Here's another one. You're the light of my life. And you can put their little handprints in there, and you buy the kits. Love you bunches. Isn't that cool? I love it. So it looks like just little signs and types of pillows, customized pillows and different things like that. You can stencil. Here's a neat, authentic antique dealer here. Beautiful oak cabinet. Gorgeous. She does little antique books, ties them up with string. Pretty neat stuff in there. We'll go up here a little bit and take a look at how she's set up. Very pretty. You get lots of cool ideas for displaying in your home, and if you have a retail space that inspires you to layer and mix. And you learn a lot at these shows. Everybody says, I don't want to pay to go shop. Well, you get a lot more than just shopping. You get ideas, you get inspired, you have kind of a fun experience. Usually there's music, there's good food. It's more than shopping. So if you haven't been to one, I encourage you to try it out. I'm going to come through her booth too. So she does looks like scented oil potpourri, but also some vintage. Look at her, how she displays. It's beautiful. She displays in bundles. Lots of layering. And then you get your potpourri bags. And you get your oils. And her name of her company is Honey and Company. Then look at how pretty this is. I'm going to show you another booth that I really think is cool here. It's got your pewters, your pewter things. I got to show you the front of this one too. And then this one does follow us, join the style conversation, the Facebook. You've got a little shopping trailer where you go in. You want me to peek in? It's a boutique on wheels, and it's fancy. Cool purses. Lots of neat stuff in here, and tell you that. Okay. John said he's headed to the booth. Tagging and pricing, tagging and pricing. It's a good one. It's a good one. Vintage Market Days, Xenia, Ohio, this weekend. And then we're headed home. This is building 3. We're against the wall. I'll show you the lady we're next to here. These people, they'll be in Nashville. Next weekend, we're in Nashville for the Great Junk Hunt. And if you want to go to the Great Junk Hunt, I suggest you do it because they're not going to be there this fall. So get your tickets and hop on. And I guess there's some girls from Katie's area that's going to be going. You might be able to hook up with them and get a ride. Let me know in the messages if you need a ride down to the junk hunt in Nashville. This gal does sewing. This is our neighbor. And what a beautiful little booth she has. Really cool booth. A little bit of everything. Looks like she makes Santa Clauses out of quilty old quilts. And then she mixes in her beautiful vintage, of course, because we're at a vintage show. Come in here a little bit. Some aprons. Very cute. There's some bunnies, pillows. Her display is very pretty. Good luck this weekend, you guys. This looks like Christmas stockings. She makes some bags and totes, pillows. She uses suitcases to display in, which is neat. She's got a mix of everything, handmade stuff, and then some new stuff, and then some old stuff. It's kind of neat. I'm going to show you this. This is our booth. So we had to put a sign up, meet the artist, because people were coming into our booth and they didn't realize that I painted the pictures. So we had to do something about that. So John put a little sign that says meet the artist. So here we are. Let's see, some new stuff that we picked up along the way. We picked up this really cool box. And Grace was working on framing, so we got the new pictures framed up. The little raccoon, the tree's new, log cabin's new. Somebody requested that. Ladybug is new. The balloons are 2 shows we've had them. What else did we pick up? I got this cute little letter. I get smalls, right? So we're looking for smalls when we do these pick at antique stores on the way. Got this neat little egg basket. Picked that up in Iowa, handmade. Got this cool scale. And I made this. This is I think it's an old farm implement thing, but I put some flowers, dried flowers in it. And then I have the little chick pictures. Picked up this cool crock. I love the color. It's a grayish, which is trending right now, so pretty neat. And then we picked up some, these are imports. They're European. They're well buckets. So I put some greenery in them. There's several different sizes. This is our Christmas section. We've expanded. We brought back all the Christmas pictures because people love them. So whatever, we got a Christmas section now. No sense in waiting. And then we got these old canteens. These are really cool. I'm pretty sure they're probably from India or something, but they're definitely a military canteen, and I like putting flowers in them. Oops, I like putting dingy flowers in dingy things. So let's see. Still got some ceiling tin, 3 pieces down from, I think we had probably 50. And I got some neat cheese graters, some old ones. Here's another one of those well buckets John and I picked up, put some greenery in. Anyway, here's the beachy scene section, and these are a little bit of everything over here. So this is the last show before we go home, and then we have 2 more back-to-back, Nashville, and then we'll be in Raleigh, and then we'll be home for a little bit, and I can get to painting and do some new pictures. Oh, I also wanted to show you. Let's see, we've got these washboards from India. Those are pretty cool. I'm kind of looking forward to being able to display those. I don't know how I'm going to do them yet, but I wanted to show you one more booth before we go. This is an example of another vintage market days type booth. It's pretty neat. These people repurpose furniture. She takes a lot of time, does stenciling, wallpaper, just very elegant radios, do a wine rack out of the old radios, wallpaper in the back of the curio cabinets. Very pretty, very simple but pretty. Florals, greenery. It's a fun little vintage camper. Looks like she does some very neat fabric, thrifting fabric. I'd rather be thrifting shirts. Really cool. Look at this shirt. It's got the Pyrex, got your rolling pin. Really cool t-shirts. Love it.
Gotta buy a shirt.
And then this booth here is pretty neat. They do motives. What is it? The candle, these candle things. So they got the flowers in them, right? Then they take the birch log and they drill them out, and then you can buy whatever you want. So they have different sizes of birch. They have birch here, single ones, some with 3. And then you come in their store and you pick out either a candle. I'll show you back here. It's pretty cool. And you can do something like that. And you've got all the different things. These all are on little candle motifs, and then they go into the birch. And it's pretty affordable too. You can pick out, it'd be a fun thing for bringing your kids to come. They can pick out something and decorate it. It'd be really fun. But it's kind of a DIY place, actually, if you think about it. They give you all the stuff, and then you put it together and what you want. You got your patriotic coming. 4th of July's coming. Frog jars. You can fill it with water and put fresh flowers. These are neat. Really cool. Oh, I love these colors here. These are pretty.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can get the name of their store. Again, we're in Building 3 at the Vintage Market Days at Xenia, Ohio. This is fall. It's a neat booth here. Cool vintage Porsche posts. I love their layering. I'm not very good at layering. It's not my thing, but they do. This is great. Look at that cool ship back there. What's the name of your shop?
Nature's Lot.
Okay, here it is back here. I'm going to show you guys where you can find them. And I'm sure they do more than just this show, so we'll probably see them somewhere. I think I've seen them before. There you go. Gotcha. Okay, guys. Day 1, Xenia, Ohio. Vintage Market Days. 3 days left, and then we're headed home. Catch you later.